Hi there guys, Tom Voyage here and welcome back to the channel. So it's review time again, and today we'll be looking at the Glowen Raptor multi-fuel pizza oven. Let's go. So before we get started in this video, I'd like to give some full disclosure. Now, Glowen very kindly sent me this pizza oven and everything you see here for free, but I did tell them that upon doing that, I'd still wanted to give it an honest review. I want this review to be my own experiences, and they've not paid me or told me to say anything about the oven. So let's start out by taking a look at the oven itself. Now, as you can see, it's quite an interesting design. It's got this kind of modern angular look to it. And these are actually handmade in Slovenia, so it's a nice European quality. So it comes, this one is the black one. You can also get a silver or a silver and black one. Now, this one is the Raptor, which is the multi-fuel pizza oven. Obviously, that means it can run on wood and on gas. They do a larger one called the Diablo, and they also do a gas-only one called a Dragon. Now, Glowen claims that this oven can heat up in just 15 minutes. We'll be putting that to the test later. And as an overview of the oven, it's about 50 centimeters by 50 centimeters by 38 centimeters high. So it's fairly compact and it weighs just 20 kilograms. So let's take a look inside the oven. First off, we have a door with an air vent on the side here. Now that is quite stiff to open, so maybe that'll get a bit easier once this is heated up once. There's a thermometer on there as well, and as you can see, the door isn't insulated, it's just more of a flame guard. Also, this handle's made of metal, so make sure you've got a pair of heat-proof gloves. So inside the oven, you can see we've got the fire basket off to the side here. There's a door at the back, which is where you would insert the gas attachment if you were cooking on gas. And then we've got this large 38 by 38 centimeter cooking area. Now, this stone is one of the thickest I've seen in the portable pizza ovens. This is actually a 20 millimeter thickness stone. So that's going to be great for retaining heat and being able to cook many pizza after pizza without losing too much heat from that stone. Now, this oven also features a dome-shaped ceiling, so it replicates those kind of authentic brick fire ovens. That means that the flames roll over the top, giving you a good cooking area over the top of the pizza, but of course you still will need to turn the pizza round. Luckily though, because there's lots of room on this pizza oven, if you've got like a 12 or a 13-inch pizza, it's going to leave you plenty of room to be able to maneuver that pizza round. So one of the key features this oven has is the level of insulation. Now, under that 20 mil thick stone, you've got a dual wall insulation, and round the edge of the oven, you've got a 13 millimeter thick ceramic insulation. Now that's important, especially in an oven that's compact size like this, because we need to retain as much heat as possible. Every time you put fresh dough on that stone, it's going to reduce the temperature inside the oven, so having all that insulation to keep heat locked in there is a really good thing. Now, I'd love to show you the thickness of this stone, but actually once I dropped it in there's no hole underneath to push it up, so I actually found it really difficult to do so. So yeah, I can't show you the thickness of the stone. So that's a little bit of information about the oven. Now let's take a look at what else they sent us. So first and foremost, as you can see, they sent me this huge table. Now this is a really strong, sturdy table. It did come flat packed. It took me about an hour to an hour and a half to put all together. There was quite a lot of these little bolts here. But as you can see, it's a nice, sturdy table, and it's got a few interesting features. So there's some hooks here on the side for your tools and accessories. Now I really like this. There's also a drawer here for your proving trays. So I've currently got my dough proving in those drawers. You can also get a drawer for that side as well if you wish. And there's this extender for the table. Now this is actually separate to the table. It's not fixed, it's a separate thing, but it brings the pizza oven up to a height which makes it really nice and easy to serve pizzas. So it's going to be interesting using that one. Next, they sent me this rack for serving up the ingredients. So in here we have our tomato and we have our cheese and all the other ingredients we need to make pizzas. So really you've got an all-round full making pizza station here. A few other bits they sent with this was a weatherproof cover for the pizza oven, a pizza cutter, an infrared thermometer, a wooden chopping board that kind of mimics the shape of the oven as well, and finally a couple of tools to use with the oven. Now in here is a pizza peel and a turning peel, but it interestingly enough comes in this bag, which I've never seen a bag for a pizza peel before, but I have to admit I quite like it. So let's have a look at these. So first off, we've got the turning peel. I think from looking at other videos online that this is also used for managing your wood at the side of the oven, so it's kind of a multi-use tool. And then we have a nice long-handled launching peel that's also made of wood for help launching your pizzas in and out of the oven. Now, as we mentioned earlier, this is a multi-fuel pizza oven, so if you were cooking on gas, you'd need to add this gas attachment. It's easy to add it. All you do is remove the back panel, remove the firebox, and insert this from the back, and then you're cooking on gas, which is a much simpler way of cooking pizza other than using wood. Today, however, I'm going to be using wood to cook a pizza. So let's get started by filling the firebox full of wood, get it lit up, and do a test on how long it takes to get to those 450 to 500 degrees temperatures we need to cook our pizza. Now, for any of the pricing information or technical specifications you'll want about anything that we've spoke about so far, I'll leave some links in the descriptions that will take you across to the Glowen website where you can find all of those details. Of course, if you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe. And if you've got any questions about this oven or any of the accessories you've seen, you can leave me a comment in the section below. Now, if you did want to go ahead and purchase one of these ovens or any of the accessories you've seen here, you can save yourself a 5% discount by using the discount code TomVoyageUK100. So we've got our firebox loaded up. I've used these kiln-dried oak pieces. They're about maybe 5 inches in length by 1 inch in width. I've put a few in there along with a fire lighter to help get this started. Now, I expect, even though Glowen says this will take 15 minutes to heat up, because this is my first time using this oven, I think it's going to take a bit longer than that. That's okay though, because this is a brand new oven. I'd quite like to get a nice hot burn just to burn off any chemicals from the manufacturing process. So I'm going to heat this up for about maybe 15-20 minutes. We'll see our temperature. We'll keep going a bit longer, and then we'll be ready to cook our pizza. Now, of course, you can use matches, but I'm going to be using the trusty blowtorch today because it gets the job done faster. So let's get it lit. So we're right around the 20-minute mark now, and so far I'm really impressed. It's nice to see how those flames are really rolling over the top of the stone there. It's going to give a great cooking experience. I've used quite a bit of wood. I've kept topping it up using that peel a couple of times, which works really well. So now let's check this stone temperature and see where we're at. It is a bit windy today as well, so could be. So right now that's at 322 degrees centigrade. Yeah, about 329 on that second go. So still not quite there yet, still not hot enough to cook a pizza Neapolitan style, but we'll leave it for another 10 minutes, and when we come back we'll check the temperature again. So we're back now at the 30-minute mark, and I have to say what happened is the fire started to create a load of coals, so I spread those out and put a couple more chunks of wood on top, and then it got really well going, and now I assume we're up to temperature. So I'm just going to check the stone there. That's 455, which I think is about perfect for where I like to cook pizza. So let's prepare our pizza and get one on the oven. So I'm going to make my pizza just directly onto this table. It's a powder-coated steel top table, so it's absolutely fine to do so. I'd also like to point out this cool apron that they gave me. This is a leather apron, so it kind of complements the style of everything here. So let's get our dough ball out from our tray. So today we're using a 70% hydration dough. It's probably my favourite dough that I use at the minute. It's great for Neapolitan pizzas because it's nice and easy to stretch, but it's also got some great flavour and creates some nice airy crusts as well. So our pizza's all ready to go on the oven. It was really nice having this station with everything nice and handy and accessible. So we've got it on our wooden peel now to launch. Our oven's at temperature, so let's go. So obviously we've got those nice rolling flames cooking the top of the pizza. We're getting a nice bake as well from all the heat that's captured in that stone. I'm using my turning peel to make sure we're cooking evenly. And there we go. Look at this. So maybe gone a bit too much there on the crust. It seems to be a little bit too hot, but it's all down to experience. So let's pop this onto that board and take a closer look. So as a first go, I'm really impressed. Obviously it's a little bit too well done on these outer edges here. Obviously it's my first time using this oven and it'll take a little bit of time to get used to, but overall I'm really impressed. I think this side of the pizza definitely looks nice. If you lift up the bottom, you can hear that base is nice and crunchy, and there's a really good bake on the bottom there as well, thanks to all the heat that was captured in that thick stone. So let's cut into this and see how that crust looks. So let's give it a taste test. We'll cut into this. So you can see, nice puffy, airy crust. Toppings all done. Nice crunchy edge on the crust here. And the underneath is baked well too. So I hope you enjoyed my review of the Glowen Raptor pizza oven. Now remember, if you did want to buy this oven for yourself, I'll leave some links in the description below, and you can also get yourself 5% off in a discount by using the discount code below too. So what are my final thoughts having used this oven? Well, first of all, the design of this oven I really like. It's like nothing that I've ever seen before. I like the fact that the fire is off to a side and it's got that nice big stone which gives a large cooking area, great for beginners, and it's nice and thick, which is going to hold heat for cooking many pizzas one after the other. I also like that this is a portable design. It weighs just 20 kilograms. There's no chimney on top, so it all packs away nice and neatly if you did want to take this to the beach, camping, or on holiday with you. It's great that it's a multi-fuel oven and there's a gas adapter available. That means that if you're cooking on gas, you can have a much easier time. It's easy to control the temperature, but you've also got the option of cooking on wood, which is going to give you that authentic wood fire taste. Another thing to mention about the size of the opening in this oven is that it's not just for pizza. You could cook a range of things in here. You could bake bread, you could do like kind of barbecue sausages, that kind of thing. And I think if you spatchcocked a full roast chicken, you could even fit that in there too. And finally, the table and the accessories and everything that we've used here today all seems really well made. It's really high quality. It's nice to have everything that you need all from one place to have your own pizza cooking station. I really like the drawer that's for your proving trays under the table. It helps save space, and also this additional table that raises that pizza oven up and makes it a nice workable height to launch and receive your pizzas. Now, a couple of things that did concern me with this oven, and it's regarding this top table, is this isn't actually fixed to the bottom table. It's just loosely on there. And to fit everything on, it does go right up to the edge. Now, my concern here is that if, for example, you launched a pizza and you accidentally hit the back of the oven or hit this front edge, you might run the risk of that slipping off. It would have been nice if there was an option to bolt the legs down, or if there was a barrier or lip at the edge of the table, just to stop everything being able to be pushed back. Another thing that I would change about this oven is having a hole on the underneath to remove that stone. As I say, obviously I can't do it now because the oven's on and it'll be really hot, but it would be nice to have some way of being able to remove that stone, just so you can give it a good clean out and get rid of any ash from your previous cook. So to check out more videos on pizza, please subscribe to my channel. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, and if you've got any questions about this oven or anything you've seen here today, you can leave me a comment down below. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time for more pizza making videos.